this video, I 100% did a game about digging a hole. Will I be able to max out my equipment and uncover the horrible secrets found deep below? Well, stick around to find out. As soon as I appeared and spawned into the world, the first thing I did is I went digging. And upon obtaining our first rock, our first stone, we got our very first achievement. I kept on digging around, found coal, and got my second achievement. There's a lot of achievements within this game due to the nature of how many different items there are, so be prepared to be bombarded by these achievements, and also quite quickly. I kept on digging around, and my backpack got full, so I went to sell all of my items. This honestly resembles one of those Roblox tycoon games where you would mine, then come back and sell your inventory and upgrade your things, but you know, a little bit more polished, and I've always been searching for a game like this. I went back to mining, found some iron, and got my next achievement. As I came back to the surface, I charged up my battery as I ran low on power, and essentially this works like an energy gauge. Every single time I hit any type of block, my energy goes down by 1. And if it goes all the way down to 0, I don't really know what happens, but probably nothing good. I kept mining and selling, went back to charge my battery, then I upgraded my backpack, shovel, and battery capacity. And you know, this is self-explanatory. When I upgrade my backpack, I can hold more items. When I upgrade my shovel, I can dig faster and more. And when I upgrade my battery capacity, I have more energy. While I was digging, I found a crate that gave me $100, and thus I unlocked an achievement. I kept digging, came back to the surface to charge my battery, which now actually costs a little bit of cash, and I upgraded my backpack, battery, and rope, which I do not have yet. While digging, I unlocked an achievement for digging a total of 100 square meters, and once I found copper, I unlocked another achievement. Aren't these achievements coming a little bit too fast? I think so too. But don't worry, the progress does substantially slow down later. I kept on digging, found silver, unlocked an achievement for this as well, and then charged my battery, upgraded my shovel when I had enough money, and also upgraded my battery capacity. This is the basic formula of the game. You dig around, you make some money, you come back to the surface, and then you upgrade your tools so you can dig even deeper. I then, on the surface, tried to emote, but my game bugged and I started flying up into the air. So from this, I learned 2 new things. I learned how to use the rope, which is by pressing shift. You essentially just go all the way up. You can rappel out of sticky situations. And then I also learned that if you run out of battery, you end up dying. While digging, I ended up finding a cave. I found some spare batteries, which I'm pretty sure just replenishes our energy without having to come back up to the surface. I found a climb boost of some sort and a warp stone, which I have no idea what that does right now. Back to mining, I found gold and unlocked an achievement for this. I replenished my energy, upgraded my rope, found another cave, and increased my worker level. What the hell are workers? Well, the answer to this is right here. When exploring the surface, I apparently found some AFK workers that make us money. These are basically minions, but so far they're useless because we haven't upgraded them enough. Now, how do we upgrade them? Who knows? While exploring the surface, I also found a new shop on top of a building. I upgraded my pickaxe and then went mining. I upgraded my backpack capacity and then went back to mining. I found a crate that gave me $1,000 while digging and unlocked an achievement for this. I kept doing the basics by upgrading my tools and equipment and digging around, which then led me to finding another cave that I went to explore. This cave was a checkpoint of sort. At 50 meters, there was a manhole where I could teleport between the surface and this new layer that I have reached. I found some dynamite, I found a radar, picked up a Tyrannosaurus skull, a chimpanzee costume, and a chimp called Emo. Awesome. I kept digging, found amber, and unlocked an achievement for that. While mining, I decided to chuck out a dynamite and see what that does, only to discover that it basically does nothing. I got an achievement for digging a total of 1,000 square meters, and then I found another big cave for us to explore. I found a climb boost, got an achievement for reaching a depth of 100 meters, I found an emote in a chest, and another manhole that we can teleport to at 100 meters of depth. I came back to the surface, upgraded my pickaxe, and then went back to explore the cave. I found more dino bones and a pile shovel. Now apparently the pile shovel just allows us to build things, so instead of our right click on the mouse doing nothing, it can now place stone. While digging, I found amethyst and unlocked another achievement for this. I found a cave, found some more dino bones, warp stones, and batteries. Here in the bottom of the mine, I used a warp stone to come back to spawn for the first time, and I unlocked an achievement for this. So hey, I guess I figured out what these warp stones do. They just teleport us back to spawn. Who could have guessed? While digging, I found a new cave, I found some warp stones, more dino bones, and I got a new achievement for reaching a depth of 200 meters. Now exploring this cave, it strikes me that these are some type of ancient ruins. And the further we go, the more weird these caves become. You know, they start off very simple, but the deeper we go, the more questions I had. I found a costume and an emote, I found 2 crates that increased my worker levels, and then I kept digging. I used an emote for the first time and unlocked an achievement. I mined up my first emerald, unlocked an achievement for that, upgraded my gear, and then went back to digging. I then got an achievement for obtaining a total of $100,000 throughout my game. That was pretty cool. I'm pretty rich, but let's go back to mining. I found another cave, explored it, got some dino bones, more batteries, and warps. I went back to mining, reached a depth of 300 meters, and unlocked a new achievement for that as well. I upgraded my pickaxe and got the golden pickaxe, unlocking a brand new achievement. I got sapphire and ruby for the first time, and thus unlocked 2 new achievements. I kept mining, kept selling, kept upgrading my gear. I found some more caves, I explored them, and I found the basic items like more bones, warps, upgrades, and batteries. I found a teleporter at 400 meters, so we can now just fast travel there, essentially just another manhole. And while looking around these caves, I'm really confused as to who built these temples. What is the lore of this game? If anybody knows, throw it down in the comments. I'm genuinely curious about what the mystery is here. After upgrading my pickaxe, I got it up to diamond level, and I kept digging down. I found another cave and looted that. I kept mining, got myself a uranium pickaxe, used that uranium pickaxe to keep mining further, and I reached a depth of 500 meters and found a new cave and unlocked a new achievement. I explored the cave and got a worker level increase. While digging around, I got a diamond for the first time and unlocked an achievement for this. I went back to mining, got uranium ore, unlocked a new achievement, and while trying to make my way out of the cave, I realized how difficult it is to rappel. I mean, the rappelling is more of like flying using our battery, but man, we have upgraded this so much to the point where it's very difficult to control and the momentum is just out of this world. I upgraded my gear, went back to digging, upgraded to an adamantite pickaxe, and kept mining deeper. Adamantite? Like Terraria? That's crazy. I found myself in a new cave and searched it. I got the basic batteries, warps, and kept mining. I found a cave at 600 meters and I explored that as well. Once again, got the basic items. And soon after, I got an achievement for earning a total of $1 million. I upgraded my gear, kept mining, reached 700 meters of depth, and unlocked a new achievement for this. I also got myself adamantite, which granted us another achievement. I kept mining, found a new cave, explored it, got the same old items, and I kept on digging. I found another cave with similar loot at 800 meters, and I proceeded to go even deeper. I got an achievement for reaching 900 meters of depth, only 100 meters away from the end of the game, and at 900 meters, I found a weird bunker. See, this is where everything starts to go out of place. At first, there were these ancient cities, and now we can see these scientific bunkers posted up everywhere. I have no idea what this game is about. This bunker, upon exploring, just had some basic items, so I just dug straight down to get to that holy grail of 1,000 meters. I got orichalcum for the first time and unlocked an achievement for that. Orichalcum? Wait, like Terraria?
Who would you rather be president? The Eye of Cthulhu or Skeletron Prime?
And then I kept digging to 1,000 meters. Once I reached the holy number, the deepest depth of the game, I found a new bunker. I looted the bunker, and without thinking too much, I pressed the button that was dead center in the middle of the room, just waiting to be pressed. I got this cutscene, which reset all of my progress, kept all my upgrades, but bombed the whole place. So yeah, we cleared the game, and we got an achievement for this. And we got to restart, essentially prestiging in a sense. I upgraded some gear and started mining in my brand new world now. I maxed out my pickaxe at level 20 and got an achievement for this. I went mining and I tried to find the remainder of the upgrades and scanning for the last dino bones, as that is going to give us another achievement. I got closer to 100%ing the game by digging a total of 10,000 square meters. I found a new crate that I've never unlocked before, so I'm just finishing off the remainder of all the upgrades in the game. Found the very last fossil for the dinosaur and unlocked an achievement for this. I went back to mining, and upon digging further, I found some new type of underground cathedral that had a bunch of different loot, and I don't know how I missed this last time, but I guess I just wasn't scanning enough. So I explored it, got max worker level, I went back to mining, came to the surface, and used a spray paint to get another achievement. I sprayed this thing on the ground, and get your mind out of the gutter because we all know that this is just an abstract drawing of Squidward. I turned myself into a chimpanzee and got an achievement for that. I bought an emote from the clown and unlocked an achievement for this too. And then, after farming out these easy achievements, I went back to mining and reached the bottom of the world again. While mining around, I found a $100,000 crate and thus got another achievement for that. I went back to the surface, upgraded my gear, so all that's left to do now is collect all the giant ores and max out all of my equipment. Now, I never mentioned throughout this video, but sometimes when mining the more rare ores, we get a giant version of them. That usually sells for 7 times more profit than the original ore. And the only giant ore left for us to collect was the massive orichalcum, which was so rare and it took me forever to get. I quite literally spent maybe an hour just trying to find this one ore, and I kept on getting a bunch of other giant ores, but not orichalcum. By this time, I maxed out all of my upgrades, which gave us another achievement, and the only thing we had left to do was find that one orichalcum. So upon mining forever, I finally got the massive orichalcum ore and 100% completed the game with my last achievement. Once I did this, I reset the game, blew up the facility one final time, and this is Keep Digging 100%. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel. This has been Boyo. Peace out.